What's up, brother?
For more awesome. Yeah.
More awesome. People who can see this on video, I have sunglasses on, and is this Tom Cruise?
Yes.
No, it's not Tom.
No, that was very good. That was very good. You just need to stand on the couch and do it. Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
We are here, folks, to bring you more awesome. We have more time to talk these days, and we wanted to share some of that talking with y'all.
We have a lot more time to talk.
Well, and residents of Sacramento County have even more because we are in hashtag shelter in place.
Shelter in place?
Shelter in place, bro.
So I don't even know what that means.
Don't leave your house unless you absolutely have to. And if we catch you outside of your house when you don't have to, we can fine you and arrest you.
Okay, they're not going to do that.
No. It's a misdemeanor. It's just they want to have some deterrent so that they have so that.
But isn't it already like that?
No, the guidelines were like don't go anywhere unless you have to, but now it's actually an order.
Now it's really don't go anywhere unless you have to.
Now it's an order. So we're making the best of it. And
we're running on the beach. Can I run on the beach anymore?
Well, you're not in Sacramento County, so as of today, well, who knows? When this goes up, you might be in shelter in place too. But hey, we're very lucky. You know, it's March.
It's all good, man.
We live in a warmer climate than some. In March, we can go outside. We can play outside. We have a lot of great things around our house. We're very lucky. It could be a lot worse for us.
I've been playing a lot of Barbie.
Dude, Barbie's great. Oh, yeah. Look at those. Oh, Steve just taking off his glasses. Show those peepers, bro.
No, this is my expression when I have to play Barbie all day.
Oh, yeah. Well, your face looks as still as a Barbie doll. Like you.
My one look Barbie look.
Yeah, you're right. Barbie look. All right,
what are we doing here anyway?
Well, we wanted to talk about things that we found awesome. Just a little something to bring just a little time to bring some joy into our lives.
Right now, at this time, laughter and light is what we're trying to bring.
That's right.
That's why we're doing all these lives. That's why we're having so much fun. We're trying to laugh. We're not, downplaying the situation, but we want to laugh and have fun.
For sure.
And we're going to do it regardless of what's going on around us. We're having fun. So here's a funny tweet.
That's right. So today, guess who was on GH today, buddy?
Me?
Well, that goes without saying. Probably you. I don't know, but I was. And so, do you remember one time you and I were working out in Volanino's gym, the boxing gym?
Yes.
And we were trying to have lines while we were punching the bag, and like you were holding it for me, and then I was holding it for you, and like anyway, we kind of recreated that a little bit with me and Brando.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
It was very sweet. It was very sweet.
Oh, that is so lame. That's lame.
Well, so
I didn't want to hear the rest of the story. I'm out.
What?
Whatever.
So what was
now? Oh, first it's Kevin. Now it's Brando.
Well, what was fun for me is I got to talk to a new character on the show that I never talked to before, and that was super fun.
A good guy.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
Absolutely, and he's very good at boxing. So anyway, we talked about. I came in and I heard he had protected Carly, and so I was like, oh, that must be so cool to protect somebody, to really like save somebody. What does that feel like? And he's like, do you have someone that needs saving? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I do. So anyway, that's the basic storyline. If you watch the show today, Thursday, you heard about it. Anyway, our fearless leader, Mr. Frank Valentini, I'm not sure if he meant this to be funny or if he was just stating facts. He might have just been stating facts, but he said, as a little teaser to today's episode, shirtless hunks boxing and Spinelli today on General Hospital. And then he tagged me.
Dude, don't feel bad.
Oh, I don't feel bad at all.
No, it's funny, but don't feel bad because what's worse is I used to be called a hunk and now I'm not. Now people are like, hey, look, there's that hunk of.
That brings me to the next thing that caught my eye. Is all of a sudden I've been seeing these posts about Soap's Sexiest Men 2020, and And so I investigated a little bit, and I don't think it's
you have a lot of time on your hands.
I don't think it's a list just yet. I think it's featured men that they will then do a interview with. And I got to say, buddy, I'm really excited for yours whenever it happens.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I haven't seen the interview with you yet for Soap Sexiest Men 2020.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
I saw Josh Swickard's. I saw.
Was it today?
Michael Mueller, who I guess is on. I'm guessing he's on a show that's not ours.
Okay, apparently.
Yes.
Anyway, maybe I'll make the cut.
Yeah. Well, I'll be waiting patiently for the next Soap Opera Digest post about Soap Sexiest Men 2020.
Yeah, so they'll have Soap Seniors, and I'll be right on the front cover.
Well, dude, if it was Soap Sexiest Men 1998, you would definitely be there. I just want you to know that.
Oh yeah, that's the year I won. Thank you for
Soap
reminding me.
Sexiest Men 1998.
Yes, that's what I won.
I was getting my high school diploma. You were getting Soap Sexiest Men 1998.
That exactly right. That's what happened.
Yes.
When you're sexy. And you're wearing sunglasses in your closet like a freaking loser. Well, dude, we got a lot of response from the state's dumbest laws when we talked about that. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Because laws were so stupid, right? So they were so dumb. I can't even believe that they're actual laws. So I'm gonna give you a couple more. Is that okay?
I would love that.
Okay. Let's see. So this is going to really mess a lot of people up, especially if it becomes a nationwide law.
Uh-oh.
In Maryland.
Yes. Great state. Great crab.
Maryland has crabs.
Come get crabs in Maryland. That should be their license plate.
Come get crabs.
Come get crabs.
In Maryland. Or in Port Charles.
Yeah, right. Not these days.
Maryland.
Not these days. No one's
not,
bumping
not
and grinding in Port Charles this week.
No, not for a long time, sir. Maryland, no cursing while driving.
How is that even possible?
Making road rage even ragier is illegal in Maryland. You can't swear or curse upon any street or highway in Rockville, Maryland. Anyone caught swearing faces a misdemeanor charge, effectively having to add $100 to the city swear jar.
Well, but I think swearing during driving, as long as it's just in your privacy of your own car, is good because it releases some of that built up anger, right?
Can you imagine, like California and New York, if you couldn't do it there?
You got to get it out.
That's how you pay for health care. Swear at each other.
That's right. Car. That's right. Oh my goodness.
That's amazing, isn't it? Somebody must have. You try to figure out like how they came up with it. Who was the guy that the law was made because of?
Well, oh right. Who was the one that just crossed the line so far?
Hey, mother, hey, yeah. And then the guy's like, well, that's going to be illegal now.
Right.
And that's it.
Right. Or either that or it was just like some like puritanical like group of people that were just like, we can't tolerate this. So, right. But probably because maybe. Or
it was as simple as a guy at a stop sign yelling out his window to some person.
That's true.
Well,
thankfully I've never swore in my life. So, that would be that'd be easier. That'd be easier for me.
That's a for sure lie. Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Listen here. No fancy riding.
On a horse or in a car?
On a bicycle.
On a bicycle?
You can't fancy ride your bicycle.
Can't get fancy?
On the city streets. You can't fancy ride. You can't ride with no hands or no feet on the pedals.
Oh.
Or any acrobatic shenanigans on your fancy velocipede ped. What is it?
Duh. So no tricks.
No tricks.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if they meant I've seen a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's this small group of people that like to go on bicycle rides in 20s gear. Like they're wearing...
Oh, like the big wheel in the front?
Yeah, well, they'll ride regular bikes, but then they'll wear Roaring 20s gear while riding it.
Regular. Why not ride that bike that has the big wheel in front and the little one in the back?
Well, I mean, it's hard enough to wear it when you're wearing
Yes.
How do
you get on that bike anyway?
A step stool,
That's not convenient.
a ladder.
Oh, you can't carry a ladder with you everywhere you go. You can't stop. Once you get on, you can't stop.
Dude, I saw someone driving a unicycle down the street in Sacramento in the bike lane.
That's amazing.
And he had a stick with a rubber stop at the bottom of the stick. So when he had to stop at stop signs, that was his lean. And
Did he juggling?
no, it was his main mode of transportation. And on the top end of his stick, he had a radio. He had a radio that he was playing.
That's amazing.
So he was riding a unicycle with a little side stick to
Yeah.
know, so if he ever had to stop, he could lean on that side stick, and he was blaring some tunes.
I love that.
It was one of the most visually confounding
That's
things.
interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting.
It was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
And no clown makeup or anything.
No, it was his main mode of transportation because you could see
So
the stick had like bumper stickers on it, and you could see he'd been doing this for a while. This was his thing. This was the way he got from A to B.
No, he can't. He better not go to Illinois. He'll be arrested immediately.
Because it is awfully fancy.
It is awfully fancy.
Yeah.
My state where I was born, Indiana, you have to have proper black cat etiquette on Friday the 13th.
If you have a black cat, keep it indoors?
No. If you have a black cat, you have to put a bell around its neck.
So no,
on
it won't
Friday
walk, so it won't walk in front of anybody?
Yeah, so people know that there's a black cat around because this started in 1939 as a war measure to alleviate mental strain on people.
Wow. So instead, on a day when everyone is kind of on edge, there's just random ringing coming from places that they can't identify. Because cats are not just cavalier. Cats will scamper. Cats will run from place to place. Cats will hide. So all of a sudden you just hear some ringing bell. All of a sudden you look around and you hear bells and you can't see anything. That would put me more on edge than seeing a cat.
Well, I think people probably believed way more in the superstition back then than they do now. So anybody who owns a black cat, you better put a bell on.
Put a bell on it, people.
Going to jail.